What's up guys, this is Chronic Rush HD and welcome to a brand new episode of my FIFA 13 Team of the Week predictions. And today we're going to be predicting the Team of the Week number 43. We are getting on, I'm saying this every week. This week was actually a lot easier than other weeks, but players just seem to maybe do a bit better. But we've only got like 2 leagues to choose from and then a couple other smaller ones. But that's not going to stop me, and let's get into the substitutes. So the first player we're going to have, I've got 2 keepers in the subs, don't ask me why. They just were very similar in terms of performance. We have Brad Knighton, he plays for Vancouver Whitecaps in the MLS. He made 7 saves in total. 7 saves were on shot and on target, and he saved them. And I'm not too sure who they are actually playing, but he got 7 saves, a clean sheet, and man of the match. So he looks like a very, very good bronze keeper, actually. All decent stats in the 60s. And his inform card may go for quite a bit. Moving on to the next player, we have another keeper, like I said, another MLS keeper, and that is Willis. Joe Willis, again, plays for DC United in the MLS. And he played exactly the same performance as Knighton. 7 saves, a clean sheet, and man of the match. So I basically couldn't really say which one I was going to definitely be in the squad. I had to both put them in, so that's why they're both there, and they both look like some fairly decent keepers as well. Shame about this guy's handling, but the rest of his stats are fairly high, so it'll be interesting to see what if any of these cards do get an inform card. Moving on to the next player, we're moving on to the outfield players, and we have Daryl Horgan, plays for Cork City in the Irish League, and he got 2 goals in their 3-1 win. So played a fairly vital role as the squad and as a winger. So 2 goals is fairly impressive. Moving on to the next player, we've got a player called Anor. Again, plays in the MLS for Columbus Crew. Venezuelan left mid player. He got 1 goal and man of the match in their 1-0 win. So played a very, very good vital role in that game. And it doesn't look like the best player. As you can see from the stats, pace is just way too low. Moving on to the next bronze player, final bronze player, we have Kau. No, I'm not too sure how you pronounce that, but we have Kau, I'm guessing. He plays centre-back for FC Seoul. He got a goal and a clean sheet in their 3-0 win, And he doesn't look like the best centre-back, to be honest. Pace is just a bit too slow. Moving on to the silver players, we have a player called Taylor. And I'm going to have to, oh God, Taylor. I'm going to have to look for him in the thingy, but he plays for Houston Dynamo, Jermaine Taylor. He actually played left-back in the game. So shame he won't get an informed centre-back card, but he played left-back, and there's another player who played in the same squad for him. They both had a fairly similar performance. He got an assist and a clean sheet in their 1-0 win. So played fairly decently in that game, and I think he may have got men of the match, which is like MLS's way, the American League's way of doing like the 3 best players or something. I'm not 100% sure on that one. And moving on to the final substitute, we have a player, I believe I may have put in the Team of the Week before, Daniel Solund. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that, but he plays in the Allsvenskan, the league which I am doing on my Road to Gold Around the World series. But as you can see there, there's a comment saying deserved an inform last week, and he got 1 goal and man of the match in their 1-0 win. Plays as a centre mid as well, so he's had a fairly decent couple of weeks. I'm not 100% sure on that man of the match. I've just kind of, from the sources I've got it from, it's not fully confirmed, but I think he did get it though. Moving on to the starting 11, we're just going to quickly name it. Team of the Week number 43, guys. Go on, guess what formation we're going to be using, guys. You're probably all thinking the 3-4-1-2, but we're actually going to be using the 4-4-1-1 formation. In goal, we got a player called Van der Early. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that, but he actually got an informed card quite recently. He plays for Corbita in the Liga do Brazil, and he had 8 saves. Eight shots were on target. He made 6 saves probably. They did draw 2-2, I think. But he got man of the match and saved the penalty. So he basically got his team the points. So fair play to him. And his card looks very, very good as well. Another inform card. That would be a very nice card to pick up. Moving on to the first defender, our right back. We have Clevale. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that? Warren Crevale. USA right back, plays for Houston Dynamo, the same team as Taylor, who we had on our subs. So I'm not 100% sure on if he'll get it or not, but he got a clean sheet and man of the match in their 1-0 win. So again, very similar performances from both players. Moving on to the first centre-back, and this was a player I was struggling to find. I just decided to put this player in. Indio, plays for Internacion in the Liga do Brasil. They had a 5-3 win. Diego Forlan being in that scoring, getting man of the match. But this guy got 1 goal, and he actually played fairly decently as a centre-back. He did let in 3 goals, but, well, not himself, but the defence. But he got a goal, and I was struggling for centre-back, so I just put him in. Moving on to the next player, we've got another Brazilian player, and that player is Valdemiro. This player here, Valdemiro. Sorry, I completely ballsed up that pronunciation, but he plays for Portuguesa in the Liga do Brasil. Like I said, he got a goal and man of the match in, I think, their 1-1 draw. I'm not quite sure of the team they were playing. But moving on to the final defender, we've got another MLS player, and that is Sinovic. He plays for Sporting KC, and they won 2-1 at the weekend. He got an assist and was in the man of the match. Like I said, man of the match is just the league's way of doing like man of the match for all the top playing players in that game. You get the man of the match, and then you get the men of the match. So let's move on to the midfield, and our right mid is going to be an MLS player, and this player is Jimenez. Jimenez, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that, but let me quickly find him. This player here plays for LA Galaxy, and he got a goal and man of the match in their 2-0 win. So played a fairly decent performance as a right-midded player. Moving on to the first centre mid, we got another MLS player, and this player is Ungayon. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce this name, but he actually played, I think, more of a centre mid role. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but he plays for New England Revolution in the MLS, and he got 2 assists and man of the match in their 2-0 win. Again, playing a very, very important role in that game. Moving on to the second centre mid, we have a Liga do Brasil player, and this player is Guilherme, or Gilmer, I'm not quite sure you say. I think it's Guilherme. I'm not 100% sure on how you pronounce that, but he plays for Atletico. Atletico Mineiro, that's it. I think he played as a midfielder, not as a striker. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But he got 2 assists and man of the match as well as a centre mid. So these 2 centre mids both getting 2 assists and man of the match. Fair play to them. And moving on to the final midfielder, we have an MLS player, and that is Avila. I'm not quite sure, but he plays for CD. I'm not 100% sure on the bit after, or CV. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But he got a goal and man of the match in their 1-1 win. No, 1-1 draw, sorry, against Montreal Impact, which is actually a very, very good win for them, I believe. Montreal are top. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Don't take me on that one. I'm not too sure about the MLS, but I'm pretty certain about that one. But moving on to the centre forward, we have Clarence Seedorf, the absolute legend. He's got an inform card already, but this week he got a goal, the winning goal in their 1-0 win, and man of the match as a centre forward. So, which is probably going to suit his stats a bit better than his inform card as the right mid. What stupid idiot decided to put him right mid? I know he played that, but this guy's a legend. You need to put him as the formation. People are going to pick him up. But having 54 pace, obviously, people are going to want to pick him up because it's Seedorf, man. He's a very, very good player in real life, and he's been going on for ages, but his pace is just a bit too slow. And moving on to the final player, and probably the best player of this team of the week, and of the team of the weeks for probably the next 5 weeks. I'm not even joking. We have Alexandro Pato, or Peto, whatever you freaking want to call him. I'm saying he's Pato. Plays for Corinthians in the Liga do Brasil, and he got 2 goals and man of the match. And this guy is going to go for a lot if he does get man of the match, and I really hate coming against him. I love using him. 89 pace is just absolutely fantastic, but coming against him, you might as well just put your controller down. Him and Wellington up front, boom, you are fucked. But basically, guys, that is the squad. It's got some okay players. It's a lot better than the previous weeks, especially in terms of players. In a sense, we got a bit more silver players here. That Nguyen guy, he looks all right. Seedorf, Pato. We got 3 gold players, which is fairly nice. Some decent bronzes, a bit. Our goalkeeper, fairly decent goalkeeper, and the subs aren't too bad either. So I'm going to flick it over to the next slide. there you go, guys, making it look all fancy. As you can see there, I've upgraded their overall rating, but I haven't done their card stats. We've got the starting 11 here. I've kind of upgraded them just by like 1 or 2. And then we've got the substitutes here. I haven't changed the in-game stats, so don't look at that, but we'll just quickly flick through here, as you can see. And guys, this is the end of the episode. If you like this episode, remember to click that like button. Also, subscribe to stay tuned to any of these upcoming Team of the Week predictions. Also, if you've got any players or anyone that I may have missed, put that in the comments. Put the reason why, and I'll see what players I missed. I'll interact with you guys in the comments for a bit. But guys, this has been Quarashi. Until next time, adios!